Hello guys, today I'm going to review and assemble the 3-seat swing set which I purchased from Lowe's. The model number is, as you see, 878764 and the brand is Garden Treasures. Garden Treasures is Lowe's brand, and basically if you see the dimensions, this is a 3 swing set. It is like 6 feet tall and around 8 feet wide, and the depth is around 51 inches, that is around 130 centimeter. As per the documentation and the features, it says that it is easy to assemble, and there are very few parts which you have to assemble. Otherwise most of the things are completely in the assembled form only. And so as standard practice, I'm going to open this box and remove all the contents from this box and carry it to the place where I'm going to assemble this one. And inside the box I see the cushions which are red color, as the swing is of red color, and the parts which are required to assemble this entire thing. So let me move. Very nicely packed, in fact, and kind of compact packing. The only problem is that this is heavy. At least you need 2 people to lift this up. So rather taking the box to the assembly area, I'm going to just take one piece at a time, and then I'm going to start the assembling of this entire swing.
Assembly manual of this swing set is basically a couple of pages and few steps, and on the first page it shows the package contents. Each item is marked by alphabet A, B, C, D, and at the bottom the number of pieces of each item. So in this particular case, A item, number of quantity of that item 1, B item, number of quantity 2, and so on. So the way it has been displayed over here, I have arranged them over here. So this is A part, then 2 pieces of B, 2 pieces of C, and so on. Now they are labeled via sticker, as you see over here. This is C part, this is B part, and so on. But over the period this sticker is going to come out. So what I've done, using the permanent marker, I marked each of this item like this. A, this is just for future reference. B, I'm not sure whether it is visible because it's a black marker, and I'm writing it on the brown pieces, but that's okay. So all these items are arranged, and it comes with the hardware also, that is this hardware which I'm going to remove, and then basically starting the assembly. So over here all the components are arranged systematically, and now the next step is installing the way it is mentioned in the manual. First step, it is basically the structure, building the structure of the swing set. It requires A part, that is this top rail, then supporting B, C, and B and C connected by E. Similarly on the right side, B and C connected by E. So, and then at the bottom it is connected by D. And for each part which type of screw and nut you have to use, that is also mentioned over here pretty nicely. It's not that difficult, so it's basically just create the structure and assembled it the way it is shown over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first assemble this entire structure, and I'll show you which part is B, C, E, A, and D, and how it has been attached on the as per the structure. And here is how the A part is attached to the B and C. So this one is B and this one is C, and basically
we are using the screw with the washer over here, so like this, and the same thing on this one. So A, B and C, they goes like this, and in between this it is enforced with the E, and on the back side there is a D. So the structure is something like this. So I'm going to tighten these screws and then we go to the next step. Now next step is installing this seat. For this we need the F part, that is, this one is the F, and on the other side this is G, and this F and G is going to get connected using this one, that is this bar, that is I, and the seat is going to go inside this one, and on the front side we are going to have H. So F is front, I is back, G is on the right side, and F is on the left side. So let me connect this one and then I'll show you how exactly it looks. I'm not covering the screws and washer. It is standard basically. You have to use the V screw with washer, and they will go directly inside this one, inside these holes. So pretty straightforward. So let me add this one and then I'll show you how the assembly looks. And here is how the swing structure on which we are going to install the seat it looks like. Basically on this we have to install this entire seat, and on top of the seat the cushion will go. I'm going to skip this step, and first I'm going to hang this entire swing to the assembly over here, and that is basically step 5. We are skipping this step number 4, which I'm going to do it at later time. So for step 5 we have to use these J rods and attach them to the swings set. These are the J rods, and we have to attach them using again the same screws, and then entire assembly will be hanged to the swing set using these springs. So I'm going to do this part and then I'll show you how it looks, and then probably we'll go for the either step number 7 or step number 4, which we already skipped. And here is how the swing set looks now. After attaching the base to the swing via the spring, and J are attached to the base over here like this. I'm going to go ahead with step number 7, and at the end I will go for step number 4. So step number 7 is pretty straightforward. It requires O and E part, which is this one, sorry, O part, and this has to be attached to the L part, which is the roof of the swing set. So and this is basically O part is to be attached to the swing set using N, and N is nothing but these two bolt screws. And here how the swing looks after installing the roof on it. So basically it goes like this, and on the outside this one. So it's the same thing. What I found is it's little bit it's difficult to place this one, and you have to stretch this entire cloth to match up on the top, and this can be moved up and down, or direction can be changed, depends on the shade you want. Now the last step is, in fact it is the fourth step, but I'm considering it as the last step, installing this base on this one and then covering it with the cushions.
For fourth part, you need K, which is the base of the seat, which is this one. This base will go on the structure what we have created earlier in step number 2, and for that we are going to use the U bolts, and U bolts are this. So this entire K part will go on this using the U bolt. So let me install this one and then I'll show you how exactly it looks. Step 4 is also done. So I've attached this base to the assembly like this. Remember, the washer has to go, or the spacer has to go in between the assembly and this one, and then on the back side the supporting rod has to go here like this. And now the last and easy step is basically laying down the cushion.
And here is the final swing set. This is one position, where sitting position, and this entire seat can be flattened
By removing this one and this one, and then it goes like this. So let me remove this one. So it's like this, and on this side also, then it comes out, and now it is
flat position.
so pretty straightforward assembly.
Took me total 40 minutes to install. Thanks for watching.